See if we get comments on this freaking thing.
I think we finally went live. I just got a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it works better when I press the button.
Yeah, this whole time we had no audience. That's okay.
Oh, sugar and pie honey bunch. The freaking glare is real. What I got to do is get the. Oh, I got the spotlight. Where the hell did I put it? Matter of fact.
Yeah, usually I bring the laptop downstairs and I set it up on the side. This way I can read the chat and I can chat on there and just use the phone for this.
Okay, there we go.
Oh yeah, see it says live 45 seconds now.
I see it now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I need a better stand in my lap. That's the problem.
You don't have a tripod or something like that for it?
For the laptop.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let me see something here. Maybe I can build it up on the table. On the table. Next time I'm gonna use my phone is probably easier.
Let me see if I can write something.
There we go. Oh, now we get. Hey, what's up, Tim? Yo, you know what? You know what? I'm amazed though, D. I'm amazed that we can't cross those neons with the white clouds. You ever thought of that?
Hang on 1 second. I think I have to go get a charger. My freaking phone's about to die.
Huh? Looks at you. You got fives underneath of those tens. So now the hardest thing about this tank now is the problem is I can't get any fry out of there. That's the problem. I can't get the fry out of there. But I'm 99.9% sure that these guys have multiplied because I've seen the celestial pearls that I did not buy. And I only started with like 6. Well, Red, I'll tell you one thing. With all this rain we're getting, I might be using that tub real soon outside. Spring clean. I'm going to go back out there tomorrow if it stops raining.
If you can hear me, wave your hand in front of the camera. I can't hear you at all. I don't know what I did.
Throw your hands in the air and both like you just. That was too much.
I can hear you like really, really, really faint. I don't know what's going on.
You can hear me though, right?
I don't know what I did.
You know, because Rox's carpet's still there.
Tim, YouTube's been messing up everybody's notifications. I've been sending a lot of the links on Facebook just for people that don't get the notifications. I put it on the Brooklyn Aquarium Society site. And since the meetings have been kind of thrown in kibots with all of this corona mumbo jumbo, I'm going to start doing more of the stream stuff once I get this software kind of foolproofed. Just my software sucked today. Hey, what's up, Rob? Let me check out. Let me go here. Let's see what's up.
Oh, fuck. It's
I don't know what I did there.
All right, so
I had no audio at all.
no, that's because I'm messing around with stuff here. Well, now that what are you gonna do with these 10,000 fish you done bred now? Now that there's no auction. You still there, D? What happened? Did I lose him? I think I lost him.
Hello? Hello?
I think I lost you, D. I'm gonna have to send you the link again. I think I just lost New York Gold. We're gonna try to get him back. You guys want to chime in? I'm gonna put the link below. D, if you're still there, I sent you the link. I'm gonna try to bring you in. I'll give you guys a panoramic of nighttime in the man cave here. I gotta move this. Of course, the lights have gone out, but these are the rainbow killifish baby tanks here. The lights are off, so it's hard to see. Let me see if I get my spotlights. Bear with me, I'm like an octopus. That is the Scarlet Batis tank there with the Scarlet Batis pair. And I have some Apiplatus killifish in this one, which I just cleaned out today, trying to get them to breed. They're carrying eggs. So cross your fingers and hope for the best. Here is the Nano. I'm going to move you up. I'm trying not to shake you too much. And get rid of the glare, get rid of the glare, get rid of the glare. You'll see the clownfish sleeping. I just freaked them out, so they went behind a rock. Those are the pair of cardinals I just picked up. If you look real close, there are a school of cardinals. There's one of them out in the open. And if anybody's interested in mushrooms, I got a quadrillion mushrooms. I have mushrooms in probably every tank in the house. I'm surprised I haven't converted them to freshwater yet. All right. And if I can move this chair out of my way. There is my big boy. Just freaked him out. Nothing like doing a little Jacques Cousteau, flashing the light on the tank. Everybody's coming out now like the lights are coming on. Look at them. Cardinals swimming right up to it. Now, mind you, this is more of a test because, like I said, Don and I are testing out some new software. Of course, my streaming software had been obsolete by YouTube standards, so I had to drop them and start a new streaming service. software rather, which kind of sucked. But what are you going to do? Couldn't happen at a better time since now. Yeah, it sucked. Angelfish. Oh, Tim, I got news for you. If you kept Angelfish, I got to get New York Gold back on here. I'm trying to get him to log back in. He is breeding about 200 angelfish right now. Easy. So I'm going to send him a message right now. I think he's switching cameras. So I'm going to post this here. If you want to show your tank, you can click on that link below. Leaf fish, I have not seen leaf fish in years. I actually had somebody that kept leaf fish and archer fish, which are really hard to find now. You used to be able to find archer fish all the time, and it's very hard to find them now. Trying to move this camera so I don't get a glare here, but it is me that is in the way. Don't mind me, the man cave is pretty tight. Let's move in. Let me get out of the way and bring in for a close-up. Now, what we have in this tank. Oh, you're on a laptop, D. I'm click on the link, D. I just posted it up there. If you click on that, you should be able to come back in. I'm getting ready to fall off my chair. Hold on a second. Let me move and see if I can get my spotlight. You know, the problem with this day and age, there's never a big enough fish room to have everything you need. I need like a fish house. Well, thanks, Red. I try to be simple. I'm a simple person. Hey, Reef Girl, my favorite reefer. What you up to, Reefer? Reefer Girl has come into the hobby so fast, like gangbusters. I love looking at those tanks. My goal is, as always, keep it simple, keep it unique, and don't go into all the equipment because Mother Nature gives you everything you need. This is straight up rock. New York Gold saw this rock sitting in my backyard. These rocks are about 2.5 feet tall, and I have to say they're about maybe a foot wide or probably 8 inches wide. Inside the rock, if you look at the earlier video with the Super Cube, is PVC pipe with sponge wrapped around it. I just made a sponge filter. I made a sponge filter and started the cycle with the soil, the sponge filter. And it's running since since November. Try to keep it simple. I'll show you the high tech that I put in here. I'll show you my high tech add-on here if I can move the laptop without killing everybody. Can you see that baby there? That Chinese filter, that pump? It's a 80 gallon per hour pump. I think I paid $10 or $7.99 for it on eBay, just because I didn't want stagnant water. So no more stagnant water. I can put carbon in it. I put a little bit of carbon in it every 2 weeks. I change the carbon in it. And what it does is it eliminates the yellow water. This water is really yellow because all the tannins and the wood in it. And I found that fish like killifish, the smaller killifish, Daniels, dark water fish like the coolie loaches, the stream fish. They really like that yellow. They like the tannins in the water, but I don't like the color of the tannins in the water. So the super cube, Mike, yeah, I like the super cube. It took me all of about a day to throw to throw that together. You're really. Oh man, I wish I had a shot. You can actually see one of the scarlet batis. He's way in the corner. He's about this. Wait, where's my pinky? He's half the size of my pinky, and he's actually swimming right here now. It's completely white. Maybe I'll try to. Let me see if I can get them to come in the front. I'll throw some food in there. All right, threw a little bit of food in there. See if I can get them to come up. I'll give you a better view if I can cut the glare. The glare is horrible. It's the only downside to the Super Cube is the glare. And it looks tropical, but I have to tell you, there's no heater in this tank. There's only that 80-gallon power pump, the sponge filter, and the lights. There's no other equipment in there. Now I'm trying to get you back on here. D, let me see. Let me see. This Hugo says his favorite rock. That rock, I almost got a hernia carrying that rock because I was scared I was going to break the tank when I put it down there. So what I actually put under here is a ceramic tile in the bottom of this glass tank. I put the rock on the ceramic tile so it wouldn't be sitting straight on the glass because it would most definitely have broken this glass. Most definitely. Yeah, Mike, you're absolutely right. This aquarium hobby is so complicated that it intimidates people. I literally have people spend hundreds of dollars in equipment before they put the tanks together, which is absurd to me. It's absurd. Oh, your phone is dead, D? Let me see. I don't know if you can click on that. That is the link. If you can go to that link, that should bring you back in. If anybody else, I'll try to bring you in. Yep, Tim, low tech is my thing. I'm low tech because A, I don't have time to be complicated. B, I don't have money to be complicated. And C, the more complicated you make it, the more likely it is to fail. I don't have the most extravagant plants, but they're green. And I got news for you. When they don't grow in the tank, I grow them out of the tank. Like, what the heck is this? I gotta read the tag because I got plants. I don't remember what the hell is on the tag. That's why I keep the tag. Cygonium. This Cygonium is another plant I got from Home Depot. I couldn't get it to grow aquatic, so I'm growing it on the side and it is growing towards the tank. That will become an in-tank project. I'm trying to figure out how to get that mounted up here. I'm going to either get tufa stone and cut it out and put it in there with some cement, like a pot out of stone. I'm going to learn how to, when I get a project, then I got to teach myself to kind of figure out how to create the project. I'm going to make stone pots that you can put in the tank that either you can attach to the glass or attach to the other rock, but it doesn't look like a pot in a tank. So that's my project. I got a whole bunch of glare here. There you go. Who else is in there? Tim says I'm poor. I stick to basics. Hey Tim, my favorite term, my mother always said, take what you got and make what you need until you can afford what you want. And by that time, you don't need it no more. She always said that. Creeping Jenny. Creeping Jenny, I don't believe is totally aquatic. What you can do, Red, is if you get those specimen cups, you know, the cups that they sell you to fish out of, they catch your fish, they put them in the cups, and then they bag it. You can probably hang one of those in the back of your tank with a little bit of soil in the bottom. Put the plant in there and hang it in that and grow it out like that instead of trying to submerge it. I've done a lot of tanks like that. I've started a lot of plants like that. With those specimen containers, you just get that hanging in there, fill it about the bottom with dirt. Put dirt. I like to put dirt in the bottom. Don't ask me why. The nutrients in dirt are the best growing elements I've ever seen. Dirt is dirt, no matter what year we're in. Put the dirt in the bottom, put gravel in the top, fill the rest with water, put your plants in, fill the rest with the gravel and water, sit it inside the back of the tank, let it hang out, and you can slowly lower it when you get roots growing out. That's been the best way I've found to grow plants until these snails got me. You should see these fish going in here trying to get these snails. Hey, D, what happened? Your phone died? Oh, there he is. Let me add you there.
I'm back.
All right. They're back.
I am back. I found a charger. I stole my wife's. We'll see if this works.
I'm trying to act like figuring out this software is beating me up a little bit. That's why I hate. I got so used to using the other stuff, and then they take it out, and then you got to start all over again.
I hate it. I can't see the chat on my thing.
Okay.
Let
me see. I don't think I'm gonna figure that one out. Let me see comments. Well, I can highlight them.
Yeah.
Okay, so Red Raven said, can she get a plant called Creeping Jenny to grow under the water? You know Creeping Jenny?
Me? No, I have never heard of it.
It's like a vine they sell at Lowe's. It's a vine, but like ivy, I've tried to get it to grow in water, and it really doesn't want to do that. Like, I'm trying to play around with what you can grow in the water and what you can't grow in the water.
Yeah, pothos does pretty good in the water.
Oh, pothos are growing a brick. Literally. You can put it on a brick. You can put it on a brick with some glue, and it'll grow.
You know what I've been growing? Ginseng.
In the water?
No, it's in a tank, but it's not on water. I'm just growing it for the sake of growing it. But it takes 5 years to get like a viable root that you can actually harvest.
Well, that's like bamboo. I had bamboo that actually grew this tall, but when I changed the tank, it did not like that. It never grew. It died, turned yellow.
Yeah.
You know those bamboo plants you get in the those 5 and dime, the Chinese stores? Yeah. If you get them and you can get them to root up, they will clean your water like nothing. Those are like the roots spread out. They don't grow crazy like pothos, though.
I got bamboo.
Yeah, like those. Yeah, like those.
Some in the back. There's some up there.
Look how tall that is.
Yeah, it's hitting the ceiling. This stuff does pretty good. The angelfish breed on it.
Hey, was that Tim that said he wanted angelfish? The dude said he wants angelfish, man.
I don't have any.
Let me see. I'm trying to see who wanted those angelfish.
Are they local?
Tim. Hey, Tim, are you local? I'm
'Cause
trying
I
to
don't
see
ship.
it.
I
I'm
just
trying to
can't.
move the comments here.
I don't have the time to ship anything. I can't get to the post office. So
So Tim's Googling it now. What are you Googling the creeping Jenny? Everybody's gonna run out by creeping Jenny. We're gonna end up with a freaking
it's gonna turn out to be poisonous to fish.
no, you know what's poisonous? No, you know what's what the hell is that plant? I bought it in the freaking Brooklyn Zoo. I forgot the name of it. Something creep. Oh man, purple waffle. You ever buy purple waffle?
No.
He was selling purple waffle, right? It's a plant. It looks like a lily. It's all curly. Looks like a lily. So I bought it. I was like, oh, it's a beautiful plant. I bought it, and I'm on a live stream with somebody, and they say, "D, take that out of your tank. It's poisonous." He said it's poisonous. So I'm like, holy crap. I went back to the store. I was like, dude, I can't put this in it. He said, yeah, by the way, it usually dies after a while. I was like, well, what the hell would you sell that for?
Great. I got a plant that's gonna kill my fish and then die.
No, I took it out. But I thought I had got some fabulous plant. And then I would if somebody says, oh no, take that creeping Jenny out. It dies, it's poison in there. If the fish eat it, it's poison. I'm looking up creeping Jenny. Nope.
I ran upstairs for what, 10 minutes? I had the lights off down here, and all the snails came out. Look at that. You see the snails in the logs and stuff?
Oh man. I told you I took out about 300.
300. I wish I had only 300 in here.
Easy. I was taking them out with a pair of tongs. But I forgot I had that snail trap. This snail trap is the best, man. If anybody has a snail problem, you got to find this snail trap. This thing is the best. You could probably make one with a bottle and some fishing line. I'm going to do a video on it probably this weekend. But it's, yeah, I'm telling you, because I forgot I bought it. When we went there to get those betas, I got it from Flip Aquatics. And it comes from this long
show me how to
line.
make it.
Look, I'm gonna show you right now.
Show me
This
how to
is
make
it.
it. And
This is it.
I'll
If I
make
can get to the camera.
I'll put it in this tank, and then in the morning I'll videotape what I get, and then I'll send you the footage. You can put it in the video.
Well, this is it. If any of you guys are trying to get rid of snails, this is it. It's a little bowl. It comes apart like this. You can see the snails on it right now. There's a snail right there, that mother effer. It's probably eating my plant 10 minutes ago. You put the food inside here. Food goes inside the top. And then you close this up. The fishing line, you drop it in the tank. And when it fills up, you just take it out and dump those bad boys.
I need one about 10 times bigger than that. I got so many snails. I can take them out by the pound.
So you could probably make the same thing with a little bottle.
I'll try it.
Only thing is the fish want to eat it. They want to eat the food in there. So they keep moving the thing. Ugh. Let me push it back down.
All right. Besides Florida flagfish, how can I get rid of blackbeard algae?
They ate it all, didn't they?
They did, and as soon as I took them out, it grew right back.
Well, I would say the peroxide, but very, very little bit at a time. Like you can rub it on the leaves, but it'll yellow the leaves for a while, and it'll get rid of it. But you got to be really careful with peroxide.
I gotta take the plant off and rub peroxide on the leaves.
No, I get a little, the cleaning sponge, like you do the dish sponge.
Yeah.
I put it on the sponge, and then I take the sponge and rub the blackbeard algae with that. After about a day or two, it'll just start coming off. It'll come off on its own.
Okay, I'll try it. I have some. I have the plants in like coconut shells. I don't know if you can see them in there, but you see that some kind of. I got the names of all these plants Remember we got them at
Hey,
the
look.
AE?
Look at my homemade coconut shell, bro.
That came out pretty good.
This looks like the projects of coconut shells.
There you go. You got the Brownsville of coconut shells.
Brownsville. I'm gonna put Brownsville on it. I'm gonna engrave Brownsville on that coconut shell.
But like I got, I put the Eco Complete or whatever the substrate is in there, and then I got the coconut shell upside down. But those plants, I forgot. I don't know what it's called. Look, each one of those plants came with one of these names, but I don't know which one. I gotta Google them. But can you see the blackbeard algae on it? It's all over the place.
Yeah, that'll come off if you take a not even that. If you take the what do you call that thing? I forgot what you call it. Syringe.
Yeah.
Take 5 mils of peroxide, squeeze it on there a little bit, but you got to be careful with the peroxide. Squeeze it on there, it'll come off.
I don't want to put it in the tank because there's too many fish in here, and then I also had the cory fry cycling through this water too.
So you could take the plant out or no?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's easy enough to take out because it's in that coconut shell. I can take the whole thing out,
It's gonna disrupt the whole
off,
thing.
like you said, and put it back.
Look,
but
Tim
each plant
said
is in its own pot.
So Tim said, look, my snail trap sucked. I was overrun with Malaysian trumpet snails. I don't even know what kind of snails these are. He said the snails, one actually killed his geophagus. I don't know how your snail killed your geophagus unless he choked on it. Yeah, it got caught in his throat. Okay, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that'll happen.
That sucks, bro.
Yeah, that's what I got. I know you can see them these are all trumpet snails by the thousands. All over the
Once they multiply, you definitely got to get the big ones. Even if you don't get the little ones, those big ones are the ones multiplying.
Yeah, I need a puffer for a while. I got to borrow someone's puffer fish for a weekend.
I started to get that. I started to get like a pea puffer. They say pea puffers are good, but the pea puffers are mean, man.
You know what? I had about 5 of them in a tank, and they're nasty. They hate each other. They want to fight, and I was able to keep aggression down by like putting rocks up on end in there, so like they couldn't see the next one.
This is my doser for the peroxide.
That kind of worked, and feeding them baby brine shrimp because like here you go. That'll work.
This is my doser.
I got 4 of them. I gave them away.
You have the long end. This is what I use. I used to use this for the Aptasia in the saltwater tank. So I made a bunch of them.
It looks like you're going to do an artificial insemination.
Turn your head and cough.
Not that kind of insemination.
So now what the hell are you going to do with all these angelfish, man? What kind of angels are those? Koi?
Those are blue zebras.
Blue zebra angels?
Yeah, I didn't think this far ahead. I was just trying to get him,
I didn't think this far ahead. I got 10,000.
I was getting him to breed like crazy, and I never like put the homework in, like figure out how to do it right and stuff like that. And finally, I was like, all right, let's do this thing. So I did with
You're
the
like
jars
China.
and stuff like that.
Look, you need population control now.
Yeah, who knew? Like they laid like freaking 600 eggs, and like 99% were fertile, and so everything.
But in the meantime, I thought you were focused on breeding the goldfish. What happened? You got sidetracked.
What happened is I had a disease run through the tanks, and
the goldfish tank.
What happened? She like 2 or 3 of my goldfish tanks. I lost a bunch of them, and my big female, she was in the middle of she would produce eggs like every 2 weeks, and when she got sick, she didn't breed and she became egg bound, and she was like bleeding internally and then just died.
Well, I lost my breeding rainbow. It got egg bound. It wouldn't lay the eggs. I guess I had too many males in there.
You know,
It wouldn't
I don't know if you
it
can
wouldn't
see
leave her alone.
in
Or
this
rather too
community
many
tank.
females, rather. Too many females, no males in there. All the way around.
There's three Harlequin tetras, and two are male and one's female. And I was trying to breed them. That's another project I had to abandon because I needed the space for the angelfish. So they started to breed. I saw fry and everything, and then I had to take them out. And what happened is I was conditioning the female to breed, and then when I put her back in here, she got all kind of freaked out because of everybody else and stuff like that. And yesterday she was laying on her side on the surface, big fat belly and all, and I was like, oh man, she's gonna die, And then she ended up expelling the egg somehow, and now she's back to normal.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what the hell this. I'm trying to figure out what the hell this flagfish is doing now. It's pecking on the bottom of this leaf like it's trying to do something. I don't know if you can see it. It's just face straight up under this freaking leaf. I can't even focus. That's when you really need the phone to get in close.
Yeah, I was looking so forward to
It's
going
just
to
right
that
here.
NEC auction.
Yeah, I was ready to get some fish. The only thing I really like about the NEC auction is they have fish you won't find. Like some of these guys are really breeding some fish out there.
Yeah, you really find some rarities. Well, I was ready to get rid of a lot of fish. I wanted these
Well, that
flagfish
too.
out.
You could have probably made it with the angels because people would have bought angels.
Dude, I could have brought fucking hundreds of those things. It would have been great.
People would have bought them. Now we don't know how long this is gonna last. So
Yeah, next year I'll have them. They'll be adults, breeding pairs.
Yeah, right. You sell them better as a breeding pair anyway.
Mm-hmm. Breeding pairs. I don't know, but I was hoping to just get rid of a bunch of stuff,
Yeah, I got 10. I still got stuff in the backyard. I got 3 sumps in the backyard. I'm gonna get rid of something.
Yeah, I don't know. I like having the space because you don't know what's gonna come next,
Yeah. Anybody else got any breeding projects? How about you, Mike? No breeding projects. Tim, no breeding projects.
It's a time of year. Someone's got to be breeding stuff.
Well, the problem is now everybody's been breeding stuff through the winter, and now you can't trade them with nobody. I got a whole bunch of plants too. I got to move outside. I left that tank outside in the greenhouse with the Rotala. That Rotala wintered up outside.
Yeah, we got a mile.
I got a whole 10-gallon. I got a whole 10-gallon of Rotala outside that been out there all winter. Uh-oh, Mike says he's got gardener eye Achilles. If you get them to hatch out, Mike,
wow.
I'll buy them.
Nice.
That's a good fish for you. I would hand it off to you, Don, because you're the breeder.
I am.
The gardener eye, if you can breed all of those, you can breed the gardener eye. It's just the eggs. Now, Mike, do you take the gardener eye eggs out and do the whole killie thing and the moss, put them in the jars? And that's intimidating to me.
That's growing out right there.
Let me see. I can post this. He says he's also growing out some Nito ocellatus. I did the Variatus platies. I tried those outside. The Variatus platies did not fare well in the cold. The Florida flags did excellent in the cold. The Variatus lasted about 4 days, I want to say. The first cold spell, they were gone.
Yeah.
He says he bred angels
I'm
in
gonna
all
give
his
you my
tanks.
condition.
He said he bred angels in all
Oh
his
yeah,
tanks
what did you say
too.
about Angel?
He said he. Do you see the comment when I posted up there? Can you
Angels in all
see
my
it
tanks,
now?
but always ended up eating. Yeah. I see it now. Yep, it's coming up on Tim. Yeah, and that's exactly what was happening to me, Tim. Is the angels were breeding. I mean, like every 10 days, I was getting eggs out of these guys, and I was trying all different ways, trying to let them do it and stuff like that. But I don't know. You probably googled it yourself or looked at the videos where the guys do it in the jars. They take the jars with the
Yeah.
foam and the place. I did it. I did it with just the jar. I didn't buy the foam things or anything. Foam and air, and just put a little peroxide in there, and then I put the entire
So
jar
you
in
did
a
it like
tank.
you. So you did it like the
And
way
then
you did it, where you just hung it on the side of the tank.
exactly, only like it was a 10-gallon tank or a 6-gallon tank, and it's a big 1-gallon jar, and it sits in a tank, but the water doesn't, it doesn't mix. The water in the jar stays in the jar, but you heat the water around the jar. So you get about 80 degrees, and then when the
That's the only.
eggs are
That's
in
the
there,
only problem. That's the only problem with those breeder boxes. They're outside of the tank, so unless you got that water moving, like with the bubbler, that water is going to be cold.
yeah, that's what I got going on right here, and it's been working. If you get the transfer rate fast enough, I guess it doesn't have the time to cool it down.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'll do it right now. I have a digital thermometer right here, and we can take the temperature from the main tank to that tank. The temperature in this community tank right now is 78.4. Can we remember that?
Yeah, 78.4 in the tank.
Right. In that tank you're looking at right now, and it's the same water. So now inside, look, I'm putting the pro in there, and I'm getting 78.4. So I'm not losing anything.
But that's in the tank,
And
though, right? But that's in the
this
tank.
is
That's or
outside.
they're
Look,
hanging
this is
outside, right?
outside.
Oh, no,
see
okay,
it's
yeah, you
hanging
got the
outside?
bubbler on it. Where's
See, and
your
it's
airline
pissing the
going
water
in
in
there?
from the top.
Okay, I
It's
see it. The
it's
airline
that
is going in there.
it's that bubble airline.
Yeah,
It spits the water into the top. What the hell is this thing called? It's this one right here.
but they
The
laid.
Marina.
Yeah, that's the one we got from. I got from Joe out there, Jimmy. I got from Jimmy
That's
in
right.
Jersey. I
You got
got
the
two of
same
them.
one. That's
Yeah,
right.
I got two of them. That was the only thing I really wanted, and I have not taken them out the box yet. Would you believe that? They're still in the box.
Get out of here. I'm thinking I
I'm
was going
such
to
a
order another
dummy.
one on Amazon because I got these guys here, right? And now the freaking Corys don't stop breeding. So if you look in here, they might even just. Can you see those eggs in there?
Yeah. Oh man.
There's another 100 Cory eggs inside the
Shoot.
angelfish tank. So this one is inside there, but these guys they'll hatch faster because the water is 81 in here. I don't know if you can see that.
So that's the trick. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that warmer water. It's not necessarily better. I found out with like goldfish, there's like magic numbers to this stuff. If you breed them too
Yeah, it
fast,
is.
then you get all like handicap fish, so to speak. You know what I mean? You
It
got to let it
depends on the fish.
it's a recipe. You got to let it cook the right amount of time. You know what I mean?
Well, I know the two that I did good with was right at like 70. The paradise fish bred at like 70. Like just hot and cold.
Oh, they liked it
They
that
were
cold?
great. They like that's when they spawned, like in that change. not when it's too hot. Like when it got 70 in the nighttime and warmer in the day, like when it was
Right.
that drastic change, that's when they
Uh-huh.
bubble nested. That's when they started bubble nesting.
I got you. It's funny. All summer, like it was nice and warm in the 70s. The white clouds. Once that water went like under 65,
Then they breed, right?
they went like crazy, like crazy. Once it warmed up and stuff, in the summer, they don't do anything in the summer. They just eat.
Well, you guys are doing better than me because mine are looking egg bound.
Maybe it's just too warm.
Dude, they're in no heat in a
Just doesn't-
window. The tank is literally in the window. It don't get no colder.
Are they
I'm
frozen
wondering.
solid?
I'm wondering when I go outside in the greenhouse, there may be 50 in there because they've been out there all winter.
Hey Tim, do you like culture your cories? Do you raise the fry, or do you just let them breed in the tank and let them have at it? Did you read his
Did you take your eggs out,
Tim said
the angels?
Well, Tim said he wrote his cories always breed too. So I'm wondering if he's if he's doing this with breeder boxes and trying to raise up the young.
He been fighting with green hair algae.
Yeah, I'd rather have the green. I have the black beard algae. It's just ugly. It really does look like someone's beard fell into the tank. It's disgusting.
Well, the green hair algae, the autosynclus will eat it. The black beard algae, they don't seem to like that.
Yeah, I tell you though, those flagfish, they ate that stuff up. That was like pizza to those guys.
Oh, the flagfish, right? That's another reason why they did good outside, man. If you got a tank with like what is it, water lettuce? That might be a thing too, because I had the water lettuce the last year and the gouramis and the paradise fish bred in that. That might be a thing too. Like outside, like some fish like the Java moss, some fish outside like that floating stuff.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. But I'm trying to find out like some stuff like the white clouds, the fry is so small they can't take brine shrimp until they're like a week or so old. So I don't know.
Well,
maybe
the ones that I stopped feeding the brine shrimp. I started feeding the cyclopes because like the killifish for the first like week, they wouldn't eat flakes, they wouldn't eat pellets. And I started feeding them the saltwater fish food. Actually, I feed them cyclopes and mysis shrimp. And then they started eating pellets. And now they'll eat it. They eat the flake, they eat everything. But yeah, Tim, I don't eat the tanks. Huh?
Were they big enough to take a brine shrimp?
They're bigger now. They're bigger than when I got them. They'll eat the brine shrimp, but they didn't want it at first. They weren't eating it. The white clouds were eating the brine shrimp, and they wouldn't eat it. So I started feeding them the saltwater fish food, and then they started eating that. And then I got them to eat the cyclopes, and then they started eating flakes, but they didn't want to eat the brine shrimp. The white clouds were actually getting fat off of the brine shrimp.
My white clouds, like when they're first born, like the first like couple days, they're too small for the brine shrimp. They can't eat it. It's just too big for them. So I was like grinding up the flakes and stuff like that to like a powder and sticking it in. I don't even know if they're eating it.
I take the regular flakes. I take the regular flakes. I mix it with the what do you call that stuff that we use for coral food? I'm going to tell you what I think is a secret now, and I think they've been lying for a long time. I looked at reef roids. I looked at a lot of this coral food, and I'm going to tell you my personal feeling is it looks like wheat germ.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, it looks like it smells like fish meal and wheat germ. That's what I think it is. So now, did you remove the eggs, Tim, when you were doing the angelfish? I'm wondering if you guys were removing the eggs or just letting them hatch in the tank.
Yeah, Tim, or the Corys too.
He says he has too many tanks, no heaters. He had too many tanks to add heaters. Not too many tanks anymore.
Yeah, I had a lot running, and I kind of downsized, and I'm liking the downsize. You know what I mean? I still have plenty of tanks going down here, but it's just a lot more manageable, and it's more relaxing than having to constantly. I could run like 20, 30 tanks, but then it's just like a job.
Well, you had like 20, 30 tanks in there.
I had all kinds of 10s going and everything. But like I said, I downsized a bunch, and it's just more fun being down here now. Now that it's
you know my theory. I don't like a lot of tanks, and now I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 just in this corner. I never wanted that, but I got different species.
1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 11 up and running now.
Yeah, I'm down to 8 in the basement, and then the 4 upstairs.
The cold water tanks, you don't have to do anything. I swear to God, these white clouds. If I change the water in there once a month, it's a lot. I probably don't even do that.
I just changed it yesterday because I felt like changing because of evaporation. When you put the heat on downstairs, I started losing a lot of water evaporation. So I changed the water. It was a little yellow.
Yeah, I get that down here all the time.
I still got my shrimp though. The shrimp, I got those algae eating shrimp. They're freaking huge in here now.
I can't keep shrimp alive.
I'm keeping them now in this water, but this was mostly rainwater. I've been changing it with tap water so far. They've been managing.
When you got them, did you drip acclimate them?
What, the shrimp? Yeah.
You did. I think that was my mistake.
Shrimp,
I would just double
the shrimp, I'll show you. I have, I don't know if you have these. I got this from, where the hell I get it? Bulk Reef Supply. It's a curved drip line. I put a valve on it with a clip that I got from the 99-cent store. And this literally, show you. I hang it in this bucket. I'm trying to get it on the camera here. This hangs in the bucket like this. I put this up high, and then I put this in the bucket with the fish. If I can get it on camera. There you go.
I got you. Yeah.
And I just, when the bucket is empty, they're done. I just put them in the tank. I net them out. I don't put the water in the tank, but this is easy. Get these at Home Depot for like $1.50. It tells you exactly how much water is in it. I put double the bag in here. I put this up high and have this drip into that, and then they're acclimated.
I got you. That's a good idea.
You never have to worry about it flooding all the floor or nothing like that. And it works for anything: salt water, fresh water, anything.
Yeah, it's good. I got it next time I try them, and I'll acclimate it. Like I just want to throw shrimp in the community. I threw them in there, but they didn't make it. I got the ones at Brooklyn Zoo.
Yeah.
Like
no, you're better off with the ones.
Whatever.
I got the other shrimp I got from Amazing. They didn't. I haven't seen that shrimp in forever. I don't know where it is. Those colorful ones.
Like
but I'm scared to buy. I'm scared to buy stuff from them because the way they import it, I think this stuff brings a lot of stuff in there, like the fish. I think it brings a lot of sickness because they don't quarantine them neither. They take them right from wherever, and you get them. You get them.
I know. That's what I'm afraid of too. Is like, especially when you got to plan a community tank. That's the worst thing to get an illness in. It's like, how do you fix that?
Dude, I was having a heart attack when I saw that rainbow fish with them spots on it. I wanted to kill everybody. Thank God it was isolated to him. I don't see any of the others with it. I still have the other ones from the school. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6.
Yeah, that's why I keep my goldies in bare bottom tanks because it's a nightmare. It's just too much water to be medicating and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just so much easier out of bare bottom. Well, that's a problem.
I don't know what's up with this flagfish. I think he's either trying to lay eggs or bubble. I gotta do some research because he's doing something really peculiar. He's standing straight up under his leaves. I don't know what the hell. I may end up with 50 of those.
I'm trying to get my flags to breed. They're in there. There's a whole bunch of plants. There's a big plant where they are.
But is it heated or is it no heat?
No, they're just heating there.
Yeah, they like the
Probably,
cold, man. They like the cold, man. Those are them Florida, them river fish.
Right,
I
but
tell you,
don't
I
know if
didn't
they breed
find
in the
any
cold.
fry in that tank all year until November. I took them
weird.
out of that tub in November, or was it October, November. I know it was cold because it was ice.
Again?
I know it was ice in there. I was lucky that I saw the fry in there.
You want to do flagfish again? I have 5 just annoying me.
Maybe I'll put them outside. They didn't fight anything outside. I mean, you get a big enough. That tub is 6 feet across.
Yeah, if they have the space, yeah. I was hoping I was going to take these guys to the auction in April. This was going to be, they were going to go bye-bye.
Nope. All right. Well, I think I'm going to wrap up this stream and get on the Call of Duty kick.
Oh, yeah, SCOD. Did you try to do, like, the PUBG mode?
Nah.
Yeah, I tried it a couple of times. I just suck. That's all there is to it. I can't do
I'm an LMG guy.
anything.
I'm a light machine guy. I like a lot of bullets. I don't like subtlety. I like to light up the whole place.
No, I got what is it, the M91 or whatever it is? I got that in gold.
90. Gold?
Yeah,
I need
you
to
complete
gold.
all the. Yeah, I got that and the one that looks like an M16. I got 2 of them gold already.
The AK.
Yeah, no, not the AK. It's like the M191A.
Oh,
whatever
the
it is.
not the M4. M4. I like my PK. I like the heavy artillery.
Yeah, and they I go into like shoot house and stuff like that because it's quick.
Yeah, exactly, and level it up. But they took
Yeah.
it off. I don't see shoot house no more.
No,
They took it off.
they change it every week. They got that new one. It looks like
All right,
you're in like a
Tim,
Home
take
Depot.
care. Tim is out.
right.
There's Aquarium Cop. What's up, AC?
Is that Copper? I can't even see his thing.
Aquarium Cop is just logged on. What's up, brother? How you holding up in solitude up there? I know he's got a lot of projects going on. Hey, AC, you want some angelfish? Hey, D, what in
Anyone
the
local,
hell?
anyone in the tri-state area want angelfish? let me know.
See you, Red Raven. Everybody's cop is jetting out.
Mhm.
Okay, so look, summer's coming. What do you need? You need another breeder box, D?
No, I'm good for now. I'll just
Because
combine.
I got the breeder boxes. I still got the breeder box. I use the floaters outside because I don't need to use a pump for them. I use the floating boxes. You know those floating ones, the beta boxes that float.
Uh-huh.
I using those in the
Slits
pond.
in the bottom.
Yeah, I'm using those in the pond. All right, fellas, we've been chewing it up for a minute now. Jesus, an hour, man. I'm gonna get off of this. D, always a pleasure. Good. We're all cooped up in the house. I'm going out of my mind.
Hey, thanks for having me on. This is fun. I like this.
I'm gonna fine tune this software so we can get some more people in here at the same time. I'm gonna learn how to use this damn thing.
Yeah, when I was coming in, it said like, oh, tip or whatever. It says you can have up to 6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, good. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll be on
Yeah.
YouTube.
It would be nice to have some of the guys from the club, like Dennis and who's the other guy that the VP?
Billy. We're gonna get Billy. We got to get Joe. We're gonna do a fish room tour.
Yeah, Joe.
We're gonna do a fish room tour, but I wanted to
Yeah,
I wanted to use the software, and I just figured out my software isn't supported no more. It's a good thing I tried it today. So I'm gonna reach out to them, and maybe we can get it something this weekend because ain't nobody going out.
Right. Yeah, that'd be good.
And Joe's got a lot of projects in his fish room. He's got those care species.
Yeah, he's always got something going on.
He raises the care species.
I don't think he has a fish in his fish room that we've had. You know, he's got all
Yeah,
kinds
he
of
brings
wacky
a lot.
stuff.
No, he brings a few sometimes, but he
No, but
brings
like-
them to those. He brings them to like the North Jersey clubs because those things go for money. You know, they spend more out there.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's got all kinds of crazies in his thing, you know? He doesn't have regular fish in his fish room.
The last one, yeah.
AC
All right.
said he's spreading the love. All right, fellas, I'm gonna knock out now. I'm gonna grab me a vodka and orange juice because it's been a long week at work.
All right.
I will coordinate something with the other fellas. And, yeah, and we'll see if we can get some. Maybe we can get Aquarium Copper in there to spread some of his knowledge, man. We need that knowledge. I know he's got some breeding projects going on all the time.
Yeah, he knows his stuff. We'll get him on here. I'll talk to him. Copper will do it.
All right, fellas.
Very good.
I wish you a good night. Stay
Right.
safe. Look both ways crossing the street. And all that good stuff.
Say it. Love, peace, and hair grease.
Love, peace, and hair grease.
There you go.
Deuces.